What's up, everybody? All you volleyball fans out there, in with another edition of Player Profile. Ty Bartell, along with Morgan Roby, one of the seniors of the Austintown-FITCH Falcons volleyball program, joining me today. Morgan, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well myself too. It's kind of crazy for me looking at this as your first of your last senior profiles that we're
I
doing. I
know.
remember all the way back freshman year and just how much you have grown and how as an athlete and as a person too. It's such an honor to be able to do this with you once again. Let's talk about this volleyball team. Let's talk about last season and the expectations that are coming into this year. I feel like last season, you guys, we didn't know what was going to be with that team, too, because you guys lost some big pieces over the last few years. You guys came out with a force. You won a district, too. You were right there against Avon as well at the end of the year. Talk to me about how the season played out last year and the expectations you guys have in this group going into this season.
Last year we played out really good. Like we just kept pushing. Like after we dropped like the first two sets to Amherst Steel last year and we just came back. Like we just built from there. Like literally like we just started to grow and grow and like our expectations for this year are to just get farther than we were last year and just try to get to state this year and be right there.
With you guys having that kind of experience as athletes at Austin Town too, that obviously is going to help in that kind of goal and that and striving for that goal. For you now, though, I mean, it's senior year, and there's a little bit more weight on your shoulders as one of the leadership voices. I know you never shy away of being one of those loud voices for the team too, but how is that taking on a role of being a senior now? This is your first season of being a senior. How is that kind of taking on that role?
It's kind of hard, but I like it because like I get to help other people. Like it like helps me with my confidence. I get to help other people like push them and have them try their best and like have them build their confidence and just overall be like a better player.
You talk about this team and your role on this team. You were a big playmaker last year too, and you were a big reason why this team was able to go so far as an opposite side hitter too. When you talk about what you've been able to do and how you've been able to grow in your role too, what were some of the things you wanted to work on from last season going into this year that you really kind of focused and honed in on for volleyball?
I wanted to work more on my hitting again, like just get better at placing the ball and stuff. And I think from watching like these open gyms and stuff that we've had and also about to start this year, I've grown on that a lot. I've been hitting a lot better and just placing the ball like even better and just making more like smarter decisions and like variations of where to put the ball and stuff.
If anyone hasn't seen you play, you can absolutely jump through the gym. I've commented on that in games. I think I've talked about it in interviews with you before too. What kind of work goes into maintaining that kind of vertical? Is it just stay natural, or is it something you're actively working on to be able to have that vertical and continuing to feel like you're jumping higher and higher every single year?
Most of it's just natural, but I do also put a lot of work in the weight room. Like I do like a lot of stuff with our lifting instructor and stuff, just team lifts and everything that we've have and like lifting like mostly 2 to 3 days a week and just with a lot of legs and stuff, but mostly it's just natural.
With you being a multiple sport athlete, how is that kind of schedule breaking down for you? Do you have to go through, I guess, different reps, different muscle groups that you lift in depending on the season, or is there kind of like a plan that you can kind of lift this or you can do this kind of workout regimen throughout all seasons?
Well, it's different like for every sport, like softball, like I mean it's not like it's like we always like mainly do like legs. Like it's always legs, like most there's some upper body too, but it's mostly just for both that it's just legs, like our core too a lot and stuff. So just all that stuff. Like
When you look at this season and some of your personal goals within the team too, what are some of your goals that you have for yourself and for the team this year?
one of my personal goals is to just be still a great teammate to everybody, be positive, have a better attitude, and just overall, just my team goal is just for us to get further and just all have a great bond together and just play together well and have a good last year together.
How is this team continuing to mesh too? Because I mean, you guys bring back a lot of similar girls from last year. And what kind of advantages that do you feel like bring for this team that there's not a whole lot of new things that you guys have to learn in terms of playing with one another?
I feel like the advantage is that we've all like have been together, like me, Kylie, Riley, Kaylee, we've all been together forever, like just been playing together. So we all have that connection with each other now and stuff. And with our new girls that like our new girls who we're bringing in, we're just gonna like build that, just build a connection with them and just see how it goes.
You need to have a good connection with your setter, and I mean, you
Yes.
guys are blessed to have a really good one too. For you hitters, I mean, you got to love that too. Talk to me about what it is it about Riley Simons too. What's so fun to have her setting you guys up for assist and getting kills all night long?
She's just an overall great setter. She knows what to do with the ball. She knows like where to place the ball. Like she's a great setter and she knows what she's doing on the court. She really knows what she's doing.
What is your kind of communication with Riley? Where do you like to have the ball placement to, and where does she try to set it up for you to smash it down?
I like it. I like the ball more closer to the net, like higher up in the air, closer to the net whenever she sets me, and she always places it there every time. So,
You guys and the sports you play primarily have been known to be kind of conference powerhouses in the All American Conference in both Fitch volleyball and Fitch softball. What is that like for you playing in sports that have such high pressure coming with them that you know everyone in the conference is always gunning for Fitch and always wanting to take them down? What's that kind of like playing with that pressure?
um, I like the pressure because it pushes us to be like a better team and just overall like just go at our conference and just play hard against our conference and try to win out the conference almost every year.
It's going to be a fun conference this year, yet again, too. Talk to me about what you're going to need to see from this team, being one of the seniors, for you guys to claim another AAC crown.
Our we just mainly have to work on our passing, just stuff like that, or every like passing and our serve receive. But other than that, our hitting is great. Everything else is great.
You talked about the sport of volleyball. I know you've been involved in sports for a very long time, but talking about volleyball in particular, what are some of the earliest memories you have in this sport? When did you first get involved?
I first got involved in volleyball in like third grade, like when I did like this little tournament thing, like with the little spikers and stuff. And I actually did it with Afton, and I just got into volleyball then, and I stopped like for a little bit. Then I started going like to those camps and stuff, and I just started playing in like usual in seventh grade.
Did Afton kind of keep you in it or kind of bring you back into the sport a little bit?
Yeah, she did. Like, I don't know, she just did. She brought me back into it, and yeah.
It's been a crazy journey for you guys and you in particular and the amount of talented volleyball players and some great coaches you've been able to be under as well. Another year with Coach Kylie Herberger too. And when you talk about her as the skipper for this ball club, talk to me about what she's been able to do for you as a player too, and how what you've learned from her and her coaching staff.
I've learned plenty of things from her. Like she always gives the best advice. She's like a great coach. She's pushing me to be my best. Like she's always giving me tips, pointers, all this stuff, and she's just a literal great overall coach, and I'm really glad to have her.
We talk about the next generation that comes in too. I mean, you were once the young girls that were looking up and trying to make a name for yourself. What are some of the young volleyball players too that we should be looking out for this year and maybe some next couple seasons? I know you're always around the youth levels.
Definitely Maria. She is a freshman this year. She's dressing varsity this year. She is she's 5'11". She's a really good middle, and she's just really good.
When you look at the volleyball journey and you playing from middle school going into high school, what was the biggest, I guess, shock going from middle school volleyball to varsity volleyball in high school?
Um, it was definitely a change of scenery. It was definitely like harder, like more drills, more just overall like faster pace, just all the above. Like just it was just different.
And we talk about going from that freshman year to senior year now. When you talk about your leadership voice and your style too, I know you like to be the one that rallies that team up too, and you've always kind of been that spark plug for your team. How early did you kind of find that leadership voice and that confidence in your voice to be that rallying cry for your team?
Definitely, I feel like I figured it out more like last year because like I was a little bit scared sophomore year because it was my first year on varsity, so I was just like in like a little scared. But definitely last year, I felt like I started to open up more and have like more voice on the team and stuff, and just had fun and just did it. Yeah.
I like you as a player in particular. You're one of my favorites because I feel like you walk that fine line. I've seen you get super serious where you're donning the face paint and it's game time, it's go time, we're ready to go. But you're also always touted as one of the funniest on each team too. I know you like to make people laugh, you like to make people smile. What is that kind of line you try to walk to and trying to keep things like lighthearted, but also being serious and competitive when you need to? Where's that kind of line for you?
Well, just like I try to have fun during everything, but when it comes to serious moments like in a game where we're losing or something, I always got to lock in and just keep going. Even like just like having fun overall, like just being with my teammates and just having memories with them and just trying to lock in like on certain moments that I need to and just having fun overall.
From freshman year to senior year, what do you think the biggest thing you've grown in the sport of volleyball is?
I definitely think um my hitting, 100%. My hitting has definitely grown a lot. Like ever since freshman year, like I'd always hit out and stuff and but now I'm getting kills a lot more and just getting like a lot of kills in every game that I can.
What was, I guess, the practice regimen, or what was the way you were able to see that goal? Where, how were you able to get better at hitting? How were you able to improve that percentage?
Um, uh, Definitely ever since like sophomore year when Herb came, like we always worked on my hitting because I was going to be the right side after the right side the last year before left, but we just did a lot of hitting, worked on it. I'm obviously an undersized right side, so I obviously just worked on my like literally everything, my hitting, like I literally like we did like hitting lines, just a bunch of hitting drills and just a bunch of different stuff and I've improved ever since.
As a person and a teammate, what do you think the biggest thing you've grown in from freshman year to now is?
Definitely being more composed and just keeping like my thoughts to myself and not getting as angry as I do sometimes on the court and stuff.
How was that? How are you able to kind of, I guess, work on that too? And that's always, I feel like, a tough one for athletes, competitive athletes such as yourself, because I know you want to win. I know you
Yeah.
have that kind of that burning competitiveness inside you. How are you able to kind of, I guess, mellow yourself out in those tough moments?
I just always take a deep breath and just like remember like what I have around me isn't going to last forever. Like I just have to have memories, like good memories with my friends and my teammates and just have a good time.
Who were some older players that kind of helped you with that mentality, that mindset, and help you become the senior that you're going to be this year?
Definitely Afton, 100% Afton.
Got to give some love to the family, no doubt. And now, in terms of some younger players too, maybe in volleyball, but maybe just younger school classmates as well too, and school friends. Who are some people you're kind of taking under your wing this year as a senior and trying to show them the way?
I'm definitely trying to take under my wing, like, there's another passer that we have. She's a sophomore. Her name's Morgan, and I try to help her as much as I can. I know, even though I'm not just a libero DS, but I'm also really good at passing. I try to help her as much as I can.
You're helping the next Morgan in line, right? You got to you got to help the next one up. I want to just talk one final thing with you about just your involvement with youth sports too. I mean, I've seen you down at the ball fields as an umpire too. You're just it feels like anytime you're not directly participating in sports, you're involved in it in some way, shape, or form. Uh, Thoughts on after when high school is over, college wise? Do you see yourself still being involved in sports? What is it you want to do after high school and the cap's thrown in the air?
I definitely want to go to college, and I want to play softball in college. I'm not sure where I want to go yet, but I do want to play softball, and I want to major in criminal justice and stuff.
Going to major in criminal justice, but do you see yourself being in and around sports for the foreseeable future? Do you feel like umpiring, coaching, something like that in the realm of sports is going to be in your future?
Yeah, I could definitely see myself umpire more because of how much my dad and my brother do it. So,
What's your biggest advice to anybody that wants to get into the umpire? We hear everybody complain about umpires all the time too. What's your biggest advice too? And what was I guess the biggest shock for you stepping into the umpiring role?
just don't take anything from the parents. Don't listen at all.
You just don't you don't call those third strikes too that you got called out on, right? So you don't have those kind of strikes, right? Morgan, it's been so great talking to you, and it's been so great being able to follow your high school career these last 4 years. I've been it's such an honor just to see how much you've grown as a player and as a person. We're excited for the senior year. We're excited for what the Falcons are going to have to offer on that volleyball court, and we're going to see you out there in that gym real soon.